Hello everyone, my name is Allie and welcome back to my channel. We are here with Mystic Destiny Serendipities of Aeons, Shou's Root. So I forgot what chapter we're on. It's been a while since I've been able to upload one or record one of these videos, so I'm just going to get started. And besides that, I will not. She already texted me saying that she was running late because her apartment flooded this morning. Oopsies, back. I accidentally derped. She should be coming in soon.
Oh, why don't you guys come with us then? We're showing Munchie around Choa, derp.
Oh, that sounds fun. Tatsuya and Takumi, you both go along now. Young, attractive men like you shouldn't be hanging around places like this on a Saturday morning. Go and find a girlfriend. Despite her delicate frame, Chisaki easily pushes the two men toward our table. She then inclines her head ever so slightly and looks up at me. It's been wonderful meeting you, Munchie. Take care of my boys, all right? I hope all of you have a nice day then.
But Mom,
Chisaki turns swiftly on her heel and practically floats away, not looking back once.
All right.
Shou hops up out of his seat and throws his arms around Tatsuya and Takumi's necks.
I don't think we've ever all been out together before. This is going to be so much fun.
Define fun. Sounds awesome. Let's go. After we left Blue Sky, we headed out to explore Choa. I wasn't sure what to expect out of spending an entire day with a group of guys in Supernatural District. But it sure wasn't manga shops, arcades, food, and shopping. Did you notice this over here? Shinamura Electronics. Do you know who's the last name of Shinamura? This looks like The Sims. I don't know why, but right here looks like The Sims. Anyway. I was surprised by how normal and yet not normal the Choa district was. Was its eye doctors and florists, doctors that of course, wait, what the heck is going on with me? Try again. With its eye doctors and florists, doctors that of course used magic, and florists that had bizarre carnivorous plants. I didn't know what to think. It reminds me of Little Shop of Horrors. Creepy plant. Feed me, Seymour. Anyway, but the most interesting part of the day by far was when Shou had taken me to Mizushima Crystals and tried to buy me what was called a gear crystal. I'm sorry, I can't read right now. Of course, I'd refused if he'd insisted on helping me pick one out. But he refused, not if. Derp. What was I going to say? I don't remember what I was going to say. All right, let's just keep going. We all discuss it as we move along the sidewalk to our next destination. So I can really transform into magical clothes with this crystal? Shou laughs, though I have no idea what I said that was funny.
Yeah, sort of. If you're thinking of magical girl shows, then no. It's not quite as fancy as that.
Aw, but that would be cool, wouldn't it? Plus, in Bishoujo shows,
or is it Baishoujo? Maybe Baishoujo shows,
they're always showing their sexy silhouettes and...
Taku, please. Fujimoto, don't worry. Gear crystals give a lot more privacy than that. Yeah, it's just a flash of light, and then you're all decked out. Plus, you get the added benefits of whatever your gear adds to your powers. I've never really had a use for mine, but every supernatural should have something. You never know when you'll have to use your powers. Shou had gotten his first gear crystal since he became an adult, too. He seemed so ecstatic to be able to buy our first, quote-unquote, adult ones together, and I figured it was some kind of rite of passage. So gear crystals can actually help you be more powerful?
I swallow my doubt down. The last thing I needed to be more powerful. I had picked out the look on the digital catalog, but Shou had insisted on picking the customization, so I didn't know what came with me. Mine, not me. The purchase was incredibly pricey, too, since Shou had insisted on getting the best designer crystals for us both. That'd be pretty cool, though. I would like a crystal like that. Even though I don't have any powers whatsoever, I don't think anybody does, but that's okay. That would be still cool to have one. Good thing I had my Shinamura corporate credit card with me. Hopefully Dad doesn't notice this charge. They can do many different things. A skilled enchanter can tell you what they do just by looking at a piece. Don't worry. Oops, I clicked. I saw Shou pick out your augments, and they're all geared towards what you need right now. They'll give you a big boost in focus in order to summon your power, and boosts in control to manage it since you summoned it, derp. I picked the strongest ones. You don't need to worry about losing control anymore. My God, I can't read today. And after you have control... I swear I make these two voices sound a lot alike. And then I made Shinji kind of like his voice. Oh well, I don't care. And after you have control down on your own, you can get a new crystal with augmentations that'll work best with your developed powers. That's great. So, when you feel like you're losing control again, you just need to use your gear crystal, and that should help. Really? Does that mean it's all over now? I don't have to be scared anymore? It seemed too good to be true, but the confident look on all the guys' faces tell me that they believe it too. Thanks, guys. Especially you, Shou. Oh, it was no problem at all. I'm just doing my job. I just wish you'd have let me buy it, or I would have made a cheaper one. Don't worry, I'm not hurting for money. Shou looks so despondent, though, that I try to cheer him up. My God, I can't read. It's like the freaking part of my microphone's like in the way, so I'm like, it's split. It's weird. But maybe next time. And you can help me choose my augmentations then, too. Alright. I'm holding you to that. Hey, why don't you try out your gear crystal? Maybe see how your magic works now. Hey, yeah, that's a great idea. Try it. You know what? I'm going to make his voice a little deeper, and Shinji's will have that one. Right here, we're surrounded by passerby on the street. Granted, a lot of them are dressed strangely. It seems weird to change clothes out here in the street. Is that, normal to do? People don't usually do it out public unless I think it's supposed to be out in public. People don't usually do it out in public unless it's an emergency. But I don't think anyone's going to care too much. Besides, I'm interested to see if your control has improved too. Well, okay. Here goes. We step out of the way of the passers by into a I think it's supposed to be passers-by dash into a covered patio area. Reaching into the fancy bag, I take out the jewelry box. I put the crystal necklace around my neck and hold the pendant. Just focus on your energy into the necklace. Boing! So cute! She looks so cute. Oh my God. Okay, anyway. Wow, I can't believe it actually worked. It's entirely disorienting to suddenly be clad in different clothes. And a little embarrassing to be dressed like this. But I already feel different. How's it feel? Good. Oh my God. Sorry, I had like a indigestion moment. Jeez. Good. Good. I feel calm. It's strange. I feel more powerful too. That's probably just a psychological effect of wearing armor. I know I feel more badass in my gear. You do look super cool in it though. Or it might be because you're finally feeling like your power is under control.
try summoning something.
Summoning something? Like what?
Let's see. I think one of the earliest things they teach you to do is to defend yourself. So maybe some kind of force field?
A what?
Like an invisible shield. Every kind of magic has their own way of defending themselves. But I think a shield would be what's natural for you too. Oh, that's right. We went over that in our study sessions, remember, Munji?
I think it over and recall a section of defense earlier in our textbooks. It didn't say anything about force fields or shields specifically. In fact, I'd found nothing about my particular brand of magic in those beginner texts. But it did cover various methods of summoning defenses. Now, what did I have to do? Oh, goodness. Okay, so let me see what we were supposed to do. We're going to throw out a hand. Immediately, I think of the magic I've seen used on TV and what the people do to create shields. That might work, right? I throw a hand out in front of me, imagining an energy shield of some sort popping out right in front of me. But nothing happens.
What were you trying to do exactly?
I was trying to make a shield. I decided against mentioning that. I was attempting to copy something off of a TV show. I should have realized that it's a dumb idea.
Try sensing out your power first. Try to feel how it flows naturally, and will it to do what you want to do.
Okay, I think I can do that. I take a deep breath and close my eyes. I focus on imagining a shield all around me protecting me. I feel like I got a hiccup. Okay, it didn't go. Holding a hand out almost subconsciously, I feel a surge of something. Power? Emanate from me briefly. Emanate? Oh. The power seems to move out past my body and surround me. I can distinctly feel the presence of the guys without even opening my eyes, and it completely distracts me. Whoa! I open my eyes just in time to see a transparent, green-colored spherical thing disappear around me. I stumble back in surprise and Shou catches me by the arm. Aw. Awesome! You did it! Your first spell!
No, you can use that to protect you. If you can remember how to do it.
But why did you stop when you'd gotten it? It was just a strange sensation. I felt like I could feel you guys. It's hard to describe.
Oh, I've heard of that happening in with some spells and type of magic. They say you can feel a person's aura or soul that way, though I never have. It's technically considered aether magic, I believe.
Really? I looked down at my hands, amazed that I really did that at all. Is it possible for a human to have such power? Ah, that's right. But I'm not a human. I try to shake off the bad feelings that are tainting my brief victory, but they still linger in the back of my mind. After being shown around a few more places, we finally head to a trendy coffee house in the upscale district. A coffee house that is all too familiar. When we sit down at the coffee bar, memories of my last day with Shizuka begin flooding back to me. I look over at the seats where we were just sitting a few weeks ago.
Munchie?
Huh?
We were asking if you wanted to drink. Are you okay?
Oh, an iced coffee is fine. Everyone looks at me, seeming not to trust me completely. It's a little irritating, but I'm starting to understand that they're only concerned. With good reason, considering my last outburst. Get it together, Munchie. When the barista moves to take another group's order, I force myself to elaborate. These guys are always trying to help me. The least I can do is open up a little so they won't worry. I'm okay. It's just, I think I've been here before.
Really? How is that possible?
My mother, she asked me to meet her here a few weeks ago. I'd never been in this area before, so I came in a totally different way, but I'm sure this was the place. A silence falls upon the table, as what I said seems to sink in. Every one of their faces serious. It's then I realize that I never told any of them about what happened between me and Shizuka. I look down at the counter. I want to, but the words just won't come out. How can I possibly tell them about something like that anyway? I shake my head, not wanting to think about it. Not wanting to remember the feelings of helplessness and fear. You know, Munchie, ever since I met you, there's been this kind of sadness about you. I've always wanted to cheer you up, but I never knew what to do. But today's the first time I've ever seen you really happy before we came in here. Whatever happened between you and your mom? Well, we've all got parents and our issues with them, so we can probably understand at least a little. If you ever want to talk, that is. I'm embarrassed by Shou's outpour of emotion, but I'm touched too. Thanks, Shou. One day, I'll take you up on that. You know, I keep so busy that I don't have time to think about much. Maybe you could do the same. If you fill up your nights and weekends with, you won't ever have time to think about the bad things. Solid advice, yet somewhat worrying.
Aw, come on, Tatsu. Not everyone is a workaholic like you. No, I do agree. Tatsu and I are both rarely home, and we almost never think about our problems. We live in blissful ignorance.
Takumi stretches back and puts his hands behind his head, truly seeming happy with life. It's a gesture of lightheartedness and seems to stir something in the back of my mind. This place is hiring, actually. I work here, so I could put in a good word for you. Seriously? You work here? I had no idea. But I don't know. It's kind of shameful to admit this, but I've never actually had a job before.
Aw, don't worry about that. There's plenty of people who don't get a job until later on, for one reason or another. And sometimes you need to take a leap of faith.
Something clicks in my brain, then some final piece of a puzzle I didn't know I'd been solving. This nagging feeling of familiarity I'd been feeling with Takumi since we'd first met suddenly makes so much sense. Taku?
Yeah. Hey, wait.
You finally remembered me? I can't believe it took me so long. I guess I've just been so wrapped up in my own problems, but still. I'm so sorry. How could I forget you? You were... Hello there. Everyone jumps at the sight of the newcomer, except for Shinji, who calmly looks at the man as if he knew he'd be here. He seems to have literally appeared behind us, carrying our tray of drinks. He smoothly moves behind the counter and doles out the drinks with perfect accuracy. Okay, is this Gallon or Galen? I think it's Galen, but I'm not sure. Because Gallon just reminds me of a gallon of milk, so I'm just going to do Galen. I'm Galen, the manager and owner here. He sounds like he has like a la-di-da kind of voice. Look at that hair, though. Beautiful hair. I couldn't help but overhear that the young lady might be looking for a job. I don't know, it's all so sudden. Now, there's no need to be shy. There's actually a few open positions here. Why am I giving him a girly voice? Oh well. If Shinji is recommending you, then there's no problem. Well, oh wait, it's her. Well, I actually don't even need a job technically. And with my studies, it's good to get all kinds of experiences while you're so very young. And besides, Shinji and I really could use the help around here. Wink! Galen sighs rather dramatically. Good help can be so difficult to find. Well, okay. I guess you're right. Splendid! I'll waive the application process and hire you immediately. Galen produces a paper from seemingly nowhere and hands it to me. It has a checklist of requirements like ID and other legal papers. bring those things on Tuesday at 4 p.m., and you can fill out the rest of the paperwork then.
Sir, if you have multiple positions open, I'm actually looking for another job right now. Could I?
Please ask my assistant manager, Shinji, for a recommendation. Or, if that doesn't work for you, you can submit an application instead.
Ask Shinji? No way.
Well, if you reconsider, you know where I'll be. Toodaloo. As fast as he came, Galen wiggles his fingers in farewell and leaves. What just happened? Tatsuya looks at Shinji and everyone looks at the two expectant. Well, if you'd like a recommendation, I'd be more than happy to give it to you. If you'll ask nicely, that is.
I'd rather go broke first. I'll submit an application.
Aw, Tatsu, why do you have to be so stubborn? Stubborn, not stubborn.
Takumi sighs and then turns to me.
Congratulations on your new job, Munchie. And on finally remembering me.
Takumi picks up his glass of juice and holds it up.
It isn't as good as beer, but cheers.
Cheers. Why'd I do that? I'm going to let you guys go here due to the fact that we're already 21 minutes in. So I'll let you go, and I hope you are enjoying, and see you in the next video. Bye.